All right, see you guys later.
How's it gone the first couple of days?
It's been really good. There's been a lot of good energy, as you would imagine. Today, first day in pads, so carrying those was a little bit different, I think. But we've done a lot of reps, and we've been out there a long time. So, and guys have been pretty good. I think our strength staff obviously has done a great job. I think we're in really good shape. So the conditioning has been really good because we've been able to sustain and have a lot of really good work.
You talk about opportunities with Jared getting some time off. I mean, that's a whole new fleet right there.
Oh, yeah. You look out there, man. Woof. But I think we're very talented. You know, the thing we're doing is we have a veteran quarterback. We got a veteran offensive line. We've got veteran tight ends. We got backs. So we're trying to go fast with our installation, and the wide receivers are just a little bit behind, but they're not as behind as you would think. They're doing a good job. I think Deion Stewart has really stepped up and asserted himself here very early. As T.J. Hammonds and Jordan Jones as well. Jordan Jones has been has had in 3 days. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think he's had four touchdown catches on deep balls. You know, he's really flashed and shown speed, and he's run by guys, and and then we got the young guys, and the young guys they've all had different times to impress. Gerard Barnes, Cortland Jackson's been very good. Gary Cross has looked very good. We've got a bunch of guys. We just gotta just keep working. Jonathan Nance, I didn't mention him, and Brandon. Both those guys continue to come too. So I think we're very talented at that position. They got to catch up with what we're doing, learn it. The good thing is we got a longer camp this year. I think it'll really benefit that group, and ultimately I think we're going to find some really good players out of the group.
With Jordan's touchdowns with the ones, because I mean he was running ones today from what we
both,
saw.
Yeah, both. He's been mostly with the ones though, but I think that Michael has been just trying to rotate him around so we get good guys that know what they're doing and can play fast with both the ones and the twos. So the quarterbacks all have equal opportunity to play with guys that can play fast. But mostly Jordan's been with the ones, and like I said, he's really flashed and had some really explosive plays.
How are you guys on the install right now? Looks like we saw a few different sets today.
Yeah, we're moving ahead, man. 3 days, knock on wood, it's been really good. I think there's been good retention. The guys did a good job, remembering from spring practice, and then the players ran some player-only, obviously, workouts all summer where they've really worked it. You can see that they've done a good job. There's a good understanding there. So we're moving along very rapidly with the install. Trying, got some new wrinkles, obviously, we're looking at, and we've been very pleased.
You need those young skill guys starting to showcase their ability.
Yeah, Chase Hayden has been really good. Obviously Devwall, we know about him. David Williams too, really good. And then as I mentioned, TJ's we've been using him in a lot of different places, and boy, he's really something with the ball in his hands. So I think we have a lot of really good young skill, and some of those guys will end up playing and helping us this year.
Anything that backup quarterbacks, anybody separate?
Both those guys have gotten a lot of reps. They've both done a good job. After 3 days, I think it's too early to see a separation right now, but both guys have been good, had some really good plays.
When we were out there, I didn't ever see Dion get in with the team stuff. Was he out there doing anything?
Dion.
Stewart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been doing full go everything. He's been good. He's now you look at him and he's the veteran. You know what I mean? And early when Deion first got here, it was like we were trying to line him up. Now he's helping guys line up, and that's been really cool to watch his evolution of being the young guy, and now he's one of the veterans. With Jared obviously out, and he's helping those young guys, and he knows what to do and where to go, and he's been productive.
Looks like you guys got a lot of sorting out at tight end to do. Are you comfortable that you'll be able to use the mobile tight end sets like you guys really like?
Oh yeah, I tell you what. All of them have been good, but Grayson Gunner, having him back full speed, he's been really good early. Cheyenne, Will, Jack, CJ, Austin, and then with the addition of Jeremy Patton, he's flashed too. He's behind a little bit from a conditioning standpoint because he hasn't been here as long, but you've seen mental toughness from him because he's fought through each practice and finished it, and he's flashed with his ball skills and his toughness and his ability to strain already, and he'll help us as well. So we're excited about that group.
What about Austin Cantrell?
He's been good. He lost a little weight. He's moving better. He's moving faster. His endurance is better. I think he bought in, and obviously Coach Herbs and those guys did a great job. He's ready. We haven't seen him have any lack of effort or anything. In the spring, sometimes we saw him melt down a little bit, if you will, and we haven't seen that from him at all. And he's running his routes really, really crisp right now. And obviously, we know what type of blocker he is. So Austin knows what to do. He's very physical. He knows how to strain. He's tough, and he's a very integral part of what we're doing.
How are the running backs doing reshuffling after the loss of Raleigh?
They've been good. Devois really stepped up. Devois, having that year under his belt and everything, he knows what to do. He knows the protections. He knows where to go. And then I think the addition of David Williams has been really good. You see a guy that has stepped in. He's mature. He's very bright. He's very good in pass protection. He's good catching the ball. He's very patient as a runner. And Chase and Malik both have been really good. We've been moving TJ back there during the practices, and he's a natural back there as well and very explosive. So. Really, really like the group, and as we know, more than one of them is going to play. But I think we got some good options.
Has Austin Allen been on point so far?
Yeah, he's been really good. Austin's, I think he had one errant ball today, but other than that, 3 practices, and we did a lot of stuff in the first 3 days. He's been really good, really sharp.
About Brandon Martin, what does he need to do to move?
Just keep moving forward. He's doing a good job. He's a lot less busts, and he's had a couple, I think, but not many. And he's also had a couple big plays as well. He had a really big play yesterday on a route, and he's been very consistent so far. So he's going to put himself in a position. He's got a big body. He's got good ball skills, and he's a good player. Jonathan Nance has been very good as well.
Jared's got to rest his back for a while. What's the best case on him?
You know what? I'm not sure, so I don't want to even speak to it because I'm not sure exactly, and I don't want to start any rumors.
Yeah, what did you see from what Austin Allen did with the young receivers this summer? You wanted him to kind of coach them?
Yeah, I've seen with all the guys, but Austin in particular, if he doesn't like the way somebody's coming out or on a route or their depth or their effort or their alignment, he's coaching them. And those guys, obviously, he's got the respect of the room. And I've seen those guys be much better, much more on page right now, on the same page. I think a lot of that work has paid off. Obviously, we will continue through camp, but Austin Allen, we've really challenged him to be a leader and lead from out front. Good days, bad days, whatever those days are, he's got to step up and lead. As I've mentioned, he's got the respect of our entire football team. He's a tough guy that's really smart and is a really good player.
When Brett was talking about the O-line the other day, he went each guy one after the other with good things to say about those guys. Have you seen improvement from all 5?
Yeah, I think we have 5 that we really like, and I think we've got some spares that we're starting to really like as well. You have those 5, and then Paul Ramirez is stepping up, Jalen Merrick is stepping up, Zach Rogers is stepping up, Jake Rollerson's a guy we can move all over the place, and then the young players, Shane Clennon and Dalton and those guys. We like them too. Ty Clary's been impressive in the first few days. So, but we like those 5 guys. Today's the first day in pads. So as we progress in pads, those 5 guys, and we have to build a lot of continuity there. We want those guys moving together, talking together, speaking the same language. And again, I think the extended camp is going to benefit that group as well. But we do like the 5 we got, and then we like some of those other guys. Like I said, they're really pressing those 5. So that's been good.
What do you think the benefits of an extended camp are?
As I mentioned, I think when you have young players in young positions, it gives them longer to learn and to practice and to learn the grind of college football. I think the learning, I don't think you can say enough about actually going there out on the field. For our wideouts, for example, we have a very veteran secondary. I mean, those guys are good players. They've played a lot of SEC football. And for our young receivers to get challenged that way every day, the longer that we can continue to do that, it's going to make us better in the long run. As I mentioned, there's good plays and there's plays where we're getting locked up and we got to get off, and we're playing against good people. And Coach Rhodes and their schemes in their secondary, they do some really good things. All that stuff is going to benefit us throughout the season. So the longer that we can get a chance and get a crack at that, the more things we can install, the more time that we have to do it, and then the more experience those young guys can get.
Couple more.
What do you see from Jordan Jones that may be different from what you saw in the spring?
I just see a guy that's very comfortable. He's playing faster, and when you play fastest when you know what to do. So when he breaks the huddle, he knows where to line up. He's out there and he's lined up quickly. He knows what to do, and you've really seen his speed in the first 3 days. His ability to run by people and to really push a secondary. So you know, I've said that since Jordan's been here, man. The sky's the limit for him, talent-wise. He's one of the best I've ever been around as far as just the ability to run, body type, the ball skills, and all that. And if he can match it with his desire and with his intelligence, which he's shown us here in 3 days that he's on track to do that, I think we got a special player.
You mentioned his touchdowns. Who else has gotten in the end zone so far?
I know I'm going to miss somebody. We've had some big plays. I mentioned Brandon Martin's had a big play. Deion Stewart had a big play yesterday. Nance has had some big plays, you know, so there's been quite a few. Jordan Jones stands out just because his has been some of the deeper versions of catching the ball over the top of the defense, and that's been really exciting to see.
What does David Williams bring to that running back room with the experience he's got in this league?
A lot of maturity. He's been unbelievable. He is, you know, the guys like him, you know. They respect him. They like him. He's come in here. It's hard to do that. He's come in the summer late. He's earned the respect of guys very quickly by I think keeping his mouth shut and by listening and learning and then going out on the field and showing those guys he knows what to do A, B, and he's going to play with great effort. And he's been really good for the room. He's played a lot of football. He's learning our system, learning our terminology, which is he's learning it on his own. It's very important to him, and he's really fit in very well. I think he's a guy with very good character, and in just 3 days he's impressed our entire staff and our team with just his ability, his patience running the ball, his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, and then his ability, obviously, just in a couple of days to pick up blitzes.